brands. But we wanted to make sure we got all of the specialty select specialty. That is something that I'm going to struggle with this entire video, apparently. Specially selected brand. Welcome to Detours. I am Anthony.
I'm Jen. I'm Jen.
Yeah, you are. That's right.
I was messing with him.
I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are about to try wine.
Why not?
Wine that is specially selected by the folks at Aldi. Part of their specially selection. What is it? Specially selected
Selection
brand.
Yeah.
That you can only find at Aldi. They don't just do wines. They do all kinds of stuff.
They do cheese.
Cheese.
I don't think they do bourbon.
It's so I did do a little bit of research, and Specialty Selected is the gourmet store brand for Aldi. So we went out and we went to Aldi, which is a huge surprise. I
had my quarter.
Yeah, we had a quarter ready to go, and we purchased some specially selected wines. We wanted to make sure. Now, Aldi does have other proprietary brands, but we wanted to make sure we got all of the specialty select specialty. That is something that I'm going to struggle with this entire video, apparently. Specially selected brand. Got it. Let's go. We have two whites, 2 reds, 4 different countries represented because so Aldi doesn't
discriminate.
They probably don't, but Aldi they don't make this wine in house. There's other wineries and vineyards.
An Aldi factory near us.
There sure is. It's a distribution center.
Oh.
It's not it's a distribution center.
Oh.
Anyways.
Big.
I
just got my trucks.
Anyways. I applied and I had an interview for a job there. Did not get the job. That was a few years ago. Anyways.
It wouldn't work.
So there's other wineries that make these wines, and then Aldi buys the wine and distributes it. So that's how all of these work. We have a Pinot Grigio from Italy. 1 second, Jennifer. Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. A Malbec from Argentina. And a Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, California, in the U.S. of A. What were you going to say, darling?
I was going to say, is it like when you go and pick a barrel for your store?
No.
Oh.
No, this would be like a whole, like this, there's a vineyard, like, so for example, let's just throw this one in there. This vineyard is in Casa Vinicola, Italy, and it's imported by Prestige Beverage Group, which is out of Minnesota. So it's made in Italy, bottled and distributed out of Minnesota. So
Minnesota.
So we're just gonna start with this Pinot Grigio.
That's my glass there.
Right, I know. Said it is from Italy, Alto Adige.
It's getting warmer, so I'll probably like it. Maybe not so much today.
Yeah.
It was nice today. We put in the whole garden today.
We did. That is very exciting stuff. Jen's parents came over. Shout out to Gail and Scott. Jen's parents came over, and we got
scooter,
2 raised bed gardens and a fence around it. Big ones, yeah. A lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff. I'm very excited.
There's a lot of fresh manure.
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 Good times.
He threw some at me, by the way.
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
Stillhouse. But I was talking about the city of Kalamazoo.
Oh, yeah.
That is where we had our first kiss, was in the city of Kalamazoo.
I was living.
That's where Jen was living when we started dating. Miss it a lot.
I like
We loved Kalamazoo. A lot of great places to live, laugh, and learn.
He sounds like a sign on the. This should be in like my bathroom wall or something.
Let's live, laugh, love.
Huh.
Anywho, so this is a Pinot Grigio. We've had Pinot Grigio on the channel before. Not this one though.
Look how clear that is.
It's clear. So one really cool thing about all of these specialty selected wines is they do throw on the back of the bottle, very helpful, what it pairs with, which is really cool. So this one pairs with fish, chicken, pork, pasta, and mild cheeses. So
Not bold cheeses.
not bold cheese,
What's
not like
a
a
mild
cheddar.
cheese?
Mild
Like
cheese would be
brie?
like a mozzarella, something that's not like super strong.
What is that one that I really like?
Burrata?
Yeah.
Yeah, like burrata.
Yeah.
Like a mozzarella. Like a mozzarella, because this is Italy, you know?
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, it's more
We
Italian
planted
American.
basil and tomatoes too, so I can do a little
Caprese salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would probably be good.
I make a real good
Yeah.
caprese salad. You're not spacing it out properly.
What?
But you have to pour yours, honey.
Oh, I do.
You
Get
pour
so excited
mine,
to
I'll
give
pour
you.
yours.
Anyways,
Give him a little more of a pour.
why? Anyways, let's give
You got a
this
big cup. Big cup means you put a lot of wine in it. I got a little cup. Put a
big
little wine.
cup means I got a big
Honey.
what? In sports. You know, extra large cups. Anyways.
That needs
Ooh,
to
it
be
smells
cut.
very pear.
Ooh, that's nice.
Pear and apple? Apple and pear?
Yep.
Yeah.
A little lemongrass.
Lemongrass. That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
Thanks, honey.
I'm not sure I've ever smelled
He
lemongrass.
hasn't farted around me today, so I can smell properly.
That's a callback to the last video we posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
Is
is.
it supposed to be lemongrass?
What does it say in the back?
No.
I mean, if you smell lemongrass, you can't. Don't let them deny your truth.
It's my truth. That's nice.
That is nice. It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little on.
A little sweet.
Yeah,
for me.
I was gonna say it's a little on the sweet side for me as well.
It's like borderline too sweet for me.
But it is refreshing.
Bad.
There's a little bit of, and to me, there's a little bit of Sour Patch Kid going on. There's a sour and a sweet happening. Do you get that?
Shave your head and then apologize.
Yeah. No, but there is a sweetness, but there's also a little bit of a sourness to it.
That's what Elf on the Shelf did to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this past Christmas season, the Elf on the Shelf did in fact come to our house.
Like right here.
And shave my head in the middle of the night. So that was the kids thought it was hilarious when I woke up in the morning with like 2 big chunks shaved out of my hair. I look good with no hair, by the way. I'm a great great bald headed man. Great looking bald man.
But he's gonna have some hair for the wedding.
Yeah.
And then
so you guys will notice after we get married, when we come back from our honeymoon, I will have a buzz cut.
Yeah. And you're going to see this big white bald head.
I don't know. If you let me cut it, what if we cut it before we go to Greece? We're going to Greece on our honeymoon.
Yeah. Then you can get, you can probably get burned.
Get burned during our honeymoon.
Anyways, yeah.
Let's wind it up.
It's lovely. This is a very good warm summer day wine.
It is very refreshing. I do agree with, I think it would be good with fish, especially fish that is just, if that's not breaded, like unbreaded fish, you know what I'm saying?
Grilled.
Like fresh, 100%. Yeah.
Grilled or baked.
Yep. It'd be very, very
good
with
No fried, no heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just real light. Even like a pasta with some fish in it. Not like a cheese base or not Alfredo or anything, but like a real, just like lemon
like
and
basil. Like a lemon garlic pasta with like shrimp.
Yeah.
It would be very
garlic.
Yeah.
Gotta love some garlic.
Yeah.
Your date might not like it, but your immune system will.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're a professional. Anyways.
Nobody would guess that.
I'm just gonna finish it real quick. All right, so we're gonna move on to this Sauvignon Blanc. So this Sauvignon Blanc is from New Zealand, which is
from Aldi.
It's distributed by Aldi. Made in New Zealand. This one says it pairs summer salads with seafood and light vegetable dishes. So summer salads with that, like a Michigan salad with like walnuts and
the cherries
like
and stuff?
raisins or cranberries. I mean,
too sweet. The candied pecans.
Candied pecans, Michigan salad. Shout out to Michigan.
I like it probably if it didn't have the candy. I like regular pecans, not candied pecans.
Fun. So this is from New Zealand's famous Marlborough region.
gosh.
That's just easy, does it?
I like to put my foot up on the stool. Gives me a good stretch, but then my slipper got stuck.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry.
Not to be confused with the Marlborough cigarettes. This is from the Marlborough region of New Zealand.
I wonder if you're pronouncing it wrong.
It's Marlborough. It's spelled differently than the cigarette brand. So, sweet. So yeah, let's do this. Which glass do you want?
The one I put next to you.
Oh, little Harbor Springs Vineyard. Shout
Yeah.
out, Michigan. New Zealand, eh?
You're really being like those tasters.
Do you want more?
Yes.
Okay. New Zealand.
That's good.
Famous for their rugby teams.
Is that where Crocodile Dundee was from?
No, that's Australia.
You put it in the same cup.
Did I?
Sure did.
Son of a biscuit.
You're supposed to put it in the kitchen to kippy.
Kitchen to kippy.
You can do that too.
Whatever. I'll do a little splash in here just
to get it without
the Pinot Grigio taste, just for.
You put such a big amount in the one. Oh,
Whatever.
I snorted a little. Sorry.
Whatever. You know, here's the thing. We're having a good time here.
This smells crispy fresh.
Ooh!
This is a lemongrass for sure. Is
yeah.
This lemongrass?
No, I think it just
It
says fruity.
fruity. That's a very vague thing.
It is very vague, but it is. Oh my goodness.
Lemon crisp is.
Yeah.
Very crisp.
Very crisp. It smells phenomenal. It smells like there's almost melon. Hold on, don't tell me what you're tasting, because it smells melony, like cantaloupe. It does have a cantaloupe smell as well. Are you getting that? Because I'm definitely.
I'm not supposed to tell you yet.
No, the smell.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting cantaloupe like very heavily.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I got a little cantaloupe on my palate.
Ooh, yeah. That is delightful. That is different.
Really good Sauvignon Blanc. I like that better than the Kim Crawford, actually.
100%. This one, I'm not a big, as we've discussed, I'm not a huge white wine person. This is incredible.
It's a good balance, I feel like, between, like, sometimes the Sauvignon Blancs get too crisp and sharp, and this is like a little bit of sweetness to tone that down.
Yeah, but it's not too sweet, because we're not big sweet.
We're bitter people.
We're very dry. We prefer dry wines. But this is so good.
I like that. It does still have a little crispness on the palate, enough to be like a Sauvignon Blanc, but 100%. Not like this would be like if you're super into Sauvignon Blancs, I get why you like those ones, but this is a good like transition. I feel like to get you like a little bit of that crispness when you don't want the super. And this wasn't super sweet, but like this would be very much my kind of wine.
Yeah. That Pinot Grigio is sweeter than a lot of Pinot Grigios that I've had in my life. This Sauvignon Blanc is fantastic.
I like that a lot.
It's so good. And pouring it in the same glass as the Pinot Grigio didn't change the flavor profile to me that much.
You put it back in there?
I did put it back in there. So I think I'm going to save this.
You got to give Kitchen to Kippy some shout out, though. Great place.
Great place to live, laugh, and learn.
And I'm pretty sure it's free to do the little thing.
Oh, yeah, the thing. Is that where we had that little.
Turn it in and go across. You see the big.
Yeah.
Trout? I think it's trout that are down there.
Yeah, it's a very neat. It's a quick little.
Yeah, well, depending on how old the person is that's turning the thing. Golly, some of those people. Anyways, but it's like the natural fresh spring that's in the UP.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
It's
so clear. You can't go in it.
Yep,
the only time I think what I've heard is that 1 or twice a year the MSU diving team goes in there to like clean it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's
because you can see like several people have. Because when we went, a lot of people had dropped their sunglasses. We saw sunglasses at the bottom of the.
But you can literally see the bubbles from the fresh springs coming up from it, and it's so clear. It's beautiful. Anyways.
Beautiful. It's really cool. We went last fall. We went in the fall. It was really nice.
Is it the fall? Yeah.
Yeah, we went in September.
Yep.
Last year.
I'm bringing your glass over here.
Thank
so you
you.
remember.
I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna drink that later. So we're moving on to reds. So I'm gonna do a little. Palate cleanse.
Finish my white.
So we are moving on to a Malbec, which is very quickly in the last 30 4 weeks has become one of my favorite, if not my favorite, kinds of wine. There was a Malbec that we got. Where did we get that at? Oh my gosh.
Kirkland?
Nope, not the Kirkland. I did have a Kirkland
Costco.
a Kirkland brand Malbec last weekend. Fantastic. What was that one I had though? Where did we get that?
When?
I don't know. I took a picture of it on my phone. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. It's not relevant to you guys. It's just for my own personal taste. Anyways, Malbec. Generally speaking, most Malbecs, I would say probably 80 to 90% of Malbecs are made in Argentina. This one is from Argentina as well. However, Malbec is not exclusive to Argentina. The grapes are used in other parts of the world as well. But this one is from specifically the Uco Valley in Argentina.
Uco?
Yes, Uco. Maybe Yuco. It's high altitude. So it's made on mountains in Argentina, which is does affect the flavor of the grapes. Obviously, the soil is different on a mountain. The temperature and climate is different on the mountains as well in the Uco Valley. Uco Valley, I don't know. It's UCO.
We've never been there.
If you're from Argentina, let me know how to pronounce that.
If we've reached that far.
So this one pairs with grilled meat and hearty pasta dishes. So would probably be good with
spaghetti.
a spaghetti meatball.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, cool.
Bolognese.
That would be hearty, right? A hearty pasta dish would probably be
red, meaty, or like that. I mean, I guess Alfredo's a little bit in between. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but I would think red sauce, red meat sauce, pasta dishes would probably be good.
Lasagna
for sure.
I can't do this.
Why are you doing it then?
It feels nice. I like to stretch.
Nice.
I don't like to stand in one spot for too long.
All right, cool.
Drives me.
Yeah, and we opened these about 30 minutes. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
Again, it looks like it. I have paper towel right here. No, I got paper towel right here.
Nice.
We can be like a hefty? No.
What?
Who's the brand of paper towel?
Downy.
No, that's no, it's
Bounty.
not Bounty.
Downy.
Yeah. Downy is a fabric softener.
The quilted quicker picker
Bounty.
Yep, we got. Don't sue us. Anyways, Malbec.
You just did advertisement.
Yeah, free.
Maybe they don't like
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Unless you want to be. We spill enough on this channel.
You could be.
Could be. Anyways, this is something. Anywho, so yeah, Malbec, Uco Valley, Argentina.
Cool.
You know who else is from Argentina? Pretty Boy.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've worn my Chelsea hat on a couple different occasions on these videos. Yeah, huge Chelsea fan. She's not. She doesn't like when she watches the games with me. She doesn't know all the players on the team.
I'm awful at names.
So she gives the players nicknames, like
La Cucaracha.
Mark Cucurella. She calls La Cucaracha. Christopher Nkunku.
Kumquat.
She calls Kumquat because we went and saw Chelsea play Man City in Chicago or in Columbus,
Ohio, yeah.
Columbus, Ohio, last summer. And when they were announcing the players' names, she's
like,
when they say Christopher Nkunku, she's like, "Did he just say Kumquat?" So he's Kumquat, and then Enzo Fernandez.
He's just Pretty Boy.
He's Pretty Boy. So she calls him Pretty Boy.
I mean, he's got his eyebrows manicured, and he's got like the little and all that, and hair's real pretty and done.
Man. Yeah.
He's like one of those girls that puts their makeup on for soccer games.
Anyways, we don't judge. He's from Argentina, so. Anyways.
I'm judging that this smells like something I'm not gonna like.
Really? I'm smelling.
It smells very juicy. And
I think it smells good. I think it smells. There's like almost like herbs, like spices.
I smell juice.
I don't smell juicy at all.
Yeah, goose pimples.
Oh.
It's a little chilly down here.
I don't think so. I'm like almost sweating.
You're always almost sweating.
I know. I could be naked in the snow and I'd still be sweating. So if you guys can send your Condolences to Jennifer for having to.
We have a king size bed for a reason.
Anyways, there's almost like a floral note to this too.
It's not as juicy as I thought it'd be.
No, it never is.
Yeah,
It
but
is. There is a. This is very
it's
good.
still juicy to me, but it's not as bad. Like I could tolerate it, but I wouldn't go for it.
I will disagree with you wholeheartedly. This is fantastic.
This is my palate.
I know, but like my palate is disagreeing with your palate.
Okay.
This is so good. There's a leather component to it that I'm getting.
Yeah, it's very dry, like on the sides.
Yeah. There's it is leathery. There's some.
It just tastes like kind of light.
It's more.
It's not super heavy.
Red fruit. There's a little bit of red fruit, but there's also like I'm also getting like blackberry.
Yeah, I can see the blackberry.
I'm getting some blackberry. But I'm also getting like some cherry.
Giving cherry.
It's giving cherry and blackberry. Very subtle though on the cherry.
I get more blackberry than cherry. To me.
I agree. More blackberry than cherry, but I'm definitely.
I don't get any chocolate, which I'm happy about.
Yeah. There's definitely a leatheriness to it though, which I'm a big fan of, like a leathery tobacco-ness, which we've discussed before. I'm a huge fan of. I'm a bit like I said, the last like month I've been super Malbec heavy. I'm like Malbec is the best. This is delightful. It's not as good as
I'm gonna save this for our steak and wine night tomorrow.
100%. I'm definitely saving this for steak and wine night tomorrow. I'm gonna look up really quick because I took a picture of it, the Malbec that I had the other day that I absolutely loved.
Black and red fruit with a long, supple finish.
Long, supple finish.
It does have a long finish.
That was the title of your sex tape.
Honey.
Long, supple finish.
Bold and fruit forward, was that the nickname in high school?
Fruit forward might have been my nickname in high school, maybe. I can't find the picture of the Malbec we had the other day, or I had.
I don't remember what you had.
I definitely took a picture of it though.
Well. Then cut this portion out.
We're not gonna cut anything. We don't cut. Why? I don't cut anything unless we say something potentially offensive, which isn't very often. Potentially offensive was my nickname. Here we go. Is the Piatelli Vineyards Reserve Malbec product of Argentina. Did I have that? When did I take this picture? May 11th is when I took this picture.
What day was that? That was a long time.
Yeah. So, big fan of that. Piatelli Vineyards.
That was Sunday. That was Mother's Day.
Oh, it was Mother's Day. Where did we go on Mother's Day? Anyways, that was the Malbec I'm like a huge fan of.
Soccer games.
Probably soccer games we spent Mother's Day with. Anyways,
we brought it closer because I'm so freaking quiet, and he's so freaking loud.
You're not loud, so I have to. A lot of times with the editing, I have to compensate for her being quiet.
I have a tendency. It's my personality that I say my little.
You speak under your breath, and you have little comments, little witty comments that you can
say under my breath.
Yeah.
So it's like it only counts as half a point. So.
For sure. Yeah. Let's let's move on to the last one.
Make sure you get a new glass.
So I put it over there. Put my old glass over there. Napa Valley, finally represented for the US of A. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon.
I want to go to Napa Valley if it hasn't.
You know where I really want to go is
Greece.
Washington State.
Oh yeah.
Washington State, double back. So if you're out there and you live in Washington State near Drew Bledsoe, Drew Bledsoe has a winery out there, Doubleback, I believe it's called. They have they have wine, obviously they're at a winery, but they don't like mass distribute their stuff, so you have to go there to get it. We do not have the time or funds in the next 2025 or 2026. We're pretty much booked 2025 and 2026 for our vacations.
Between the honeymoon and then a destination wedding
we're going to for somebody else next year, and some other stuff. We don't have a ton of time or money to go I would love to go to Washington State someday. Drew Bledsoe, it was my favorite football player growing up. I have a Drew Bledsoe jersey from the year that they played the Packers and lost in the Super Bowl. I remember watching that from a little CRT TV, not CRT. Is it
I don't know
called?
what
Yeah,
that means.
CRT TV.
I didn't have one of those. We were poor. We had a regular one TV.
That's the tube TVs are called RCRT.
Oh, well, we had one of those.
Yeah.
Not a little one.
Anyways,
that sounds like an optional one.
My parents were in the middle of building the house that they still live in to this day. I was 6 years old, maybe 7.
You lived there since you were 6?
Yeah. And then the house wasn't finished yet, and we watched the Packers Patriots Super Bowl. I was wearing my Drew Bledsoe jersey. So I've been a Patriots fan since, before Tom Brady. So I'm obviously Lions are my number one team.
Wasn't Tom Brady a U of M person?
He played for U of M.
See, I know things.
She knows sports things. Yay, sports stuff.
Yay, sports.
Anyways, Lions will always be my number one. Patriots are my second. What?
I just found a way that I'm a girl and you're a boy.
There you go, sports.
Sports.
Yeah.
I play sports. I don't like to watch sports.
Yeah.
Anyways,
let's talk about the wine. Let's talk about wine.
I got real squirrel.
Squirrel is okay because as we've discussed on this channel before, if you're watching us for the
look at that dark color.
For our opinions,
the bottle.
If you're watching us for our opinions on alcohol, we apologize. We're here for the entertainment. 'Cause I'm not here for your entertainment. You really want to mess with me tonight. Anyways. Shout out to Pink.
I like Pink.
She's great.
The kids like Pink. We play it on the way home from school a lot. The
Raise Your Glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might have to be.
Yeah. We're thinking about, I think we're going to come out to that song for our reception.
We were going to do one of your songs, but.
One of my songs?
Well, not your songs.
Electric Callboy. This is a huge, if you guys are into
Electric Callboy.
Electric Callboy's phenomenal. But they're like Euro.
Like pump rock.
Well, pump rock?
No, punk.
They're not. Don't listen to her. They're like Euro. They're like Euro trance. Can you let me describe the genre of this band? They're like Euro trance mixed with metalcore, and it is phenomenal. They did a cover of. Plus, they're hilarious. They have great music videos.
Yeah.
They did a cover of "Every Time We Touch" by Cascada, which is also a cover. I can't remember the original artist, but it's so good, and we were gonna come out to that.
Yeah. I think I might scare some people though.
Yeah.
And it's just I think the Pink one might get people more pumped.
Well, and it's just more wedding appropriate, I would feel.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just hope
Napa Valley. So this pairs with beef, poultry, red sauce pasta. So very similar to the Malbec, other than
definitely smells heavier.
Is it way more?
Smells heavier.
What do you mean by that?
You can smell it. This smells lighter. Here, I saw. You saw yours?
I just saw some. Yeah, you're right.
It smells heavier. It smells thicker. It smells heavier. It smells like.
Yeah. It smells earthier. It smells more like it's gonna. It smells like it's gonna be dry.
Which I like.
Yeah.
But it still smells a little juicy to me, personally.
It doesn't. There's zero juice. I've gotten zero juice from either one of these. She's had too much bourbon lately.
That's what? No.
No, what I'm saying is
ruined me? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. The bourbon has ruined your nose palate.
Tastes like a teeny bit juicy. But it's not a bad juicy.
Ooh.
I do get the juice, but it's not necessarily a bad juicy.
Yeah, there is, but it is
it's
still.
It's not like a young juicy. It's like
really
a in between juicy.
It's really neat because this is one of the few wines I've tasted in my life that tastes exactly like it smells.
Yeah.
It literally tastes. So there's an earthiness. There's a little fruitiness. There's a black currant.
Currently.
There's a black currant smell. There's an earthy smell, and then the taste is exactly that too. It tastes exactly like it smells, in my opinion. There
It
is like
does.
I'm salivating right now. It is sucking the moisture from your tongue for sure. That is that is the dryness. In it, there's it is good. I think I like the Malbec more, but this is very, very good as well.
Yeah, this is very true to the nose.
And I even forgot, like, these are all, by the way, weren't these all under $20?
100%.
Yeah, these are all under $20, which
Well
is
under.
fantastic. I think the whites were a little bit less.
Yeah.
I think this might have been close
Maybe like
to 20.
18 or something like
Yeah,
that. I
but
can't remember.
regardless, for the value, these are incredible.
Yeah, they're very solid.
They're super
Get your
good.
quarter
The
and go
only
to
one
Aldi.
the only one that didn't blow me away was the Pinot Grigio, just
But
because
it's
it was a
still
little
like it
sweet.
was very solid for
Yeah, yeah,
someone who likes Pinot Grigio a
100%.
lot though. Like
100%.
I feel like if you're hosting like a party and you don't want to spend a crap ton of money, just like go to Aldi and get some of these and people will be very satisfied.
100%.
You know,
Yeah, and like
it's
literally
they're
this,
not gonna be like, oh, they went really cheap. They'll be
yeah,
like, oh, these are decent.
because
You know,
this checks every box other than maybe someone who likes sweet reds, which
yeah.
not a lot of
Screw
that
those
exists.
people. Just kidding. Just
Okay,
kidding. Just kidding, sir. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
this checks everyone's box except
Love you
for
so
somebody who
much.
would like a sweet red, because like this is a sweeter white, this is a drier white, this is a kind of a fruity dry red, and this is a dry
I
red.
wouldn't even say it's a fruity dry red. I
But
mean,
there's fruit.
it's fruit
There's
forward, but
fruit
it's not
forward, but
like it's not a
sweet.
sweet
It's not
red.
sweet at all.
No.
But what I'm saying is like there's kind of
Because there are sweet reds.
100%. Yeah, like we've had a Bergdorf Merlot on the channel before. They have a wine called the Maizen Blue.
Oh,
That is a
he used to like
blueberry.
that a
It's like a
lot.
blueberry fruit wine. It was when I was first getting into wine, like when we first started dating.
Yeah.
It was my favorite. I would put it in the fridge. It's like a little. There's a little bite to it, like almost like a carbonation, but it's not carbonated, but it almost feels like a carbonation.
Mm-hmm.
I was obsessed with it when I first got into wine.
Yeah.
I haven't had honestly, I haven't had one in probably 2 years. So I'd be interested to see if I still like it
We
now
should
that my palate has changed so
look at
much.
those. Some of the sweet ones, honestly, like I know I like dissed on
Mhm.
people, but some of them, like the flavor is really good. I just can't drink more than one glass at a
Mhm.
time. Like that Maizen Blue, even though it was very sweet, it had really good flavor. So
Yeah. Same with like the Moscato that we've talked about it
the one at
before. The
Kirkland with the
Moscato,
flowers
the
and stuff on
Kirkland
it,
brand Moscato that's a little bit
I could
carbonated.
that one I can even do a
It's
glass of.
so
I
good.
could do like a sip of his,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
it's so good.
It's like
This is
diabetes in a glass for sure. We need to do a thing of the Rove back there.
we do. Yeah, actually, so we will at some point. So
I forgot to cancel my membership.
Yeah, so Rove is a winery up in Traverse City
Which are great.
that we're
so I'm happy to have
that
it.
we're members of, and we forgot to cancel our membership, and so we just got 6 bottles in the mail.
It's a good mix.
Probably like 2
We
3
got
years
some.
ago.
We got some rosé. We got a couple of whites. We got a Pinot, a Gewürztraminer. We got 2 reds, and most are 2 reds, 3 whites, 1 rosé.
Yeah, absolutely. So we might do a Rove review instead of a rave review. We'll do a Rove review. What about? Aren't we members of another winery up in Traverse City?
No, we canceled that one.
Okay,
I remember that one just because of like costs and everything. I
So-
like them a lot, but they're like a little bit more higher quality, I guess, a little bit, I guess.
It's just more.
I don't know. They're more expensive.
Yeah.
They do have very good flavors. Like I find
Like
them
the
more.
Brangman Brothers
That's the one.
is the winery. The Pinot Noir there,
It's fantastic.
incredible.
But it's just to spend that much money every quarter or something. It was just like, you know, we'll do it when
Especially
we go
now
there.
that Jen has transitioned more into bourbon.
Right.
She doesn't really ever. We don't really ever, other than when we have steak and wine night. You don't really drink wine ever.
No, I haven't.
So, I mean,
super into it.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who got me into wine in the first place.
That's true.
I've kind of taken that banner up.
Got him off of Coors Light, Coors Latte.
Coors lattes.
You do them sometimes in some Michelob
If I want beer, I would do either Coors Light or Michelob Ultra, just because like there's just a vibe. But when I'm gonna drink beer, I'm just there. Yeah, when I'm gonna drink beer, I want to get a little loose. Get loose with it. You know what I'm saying? That was a good twerk. You guys missed it because my booty.
That's where his kids get it from. They twerk.
Okay. Like I was like,
that.
wowie, wow.
The twerk. We had security cameras in my old house, and they literally would go in front of the cameras and just bend over and just. It was cute. It wasn't like weird. It was cute.
They're young enough where it was cute.
Yeah. I'm afraid when they get older, but for now it's cute.
Absolutely. So what do you? We didn't talk about doing this, but ahead of time. So what would your? I guess these are two different things. What was your? I mean, we both agree this was our favorite.
This is better than white.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say this is better than red. Personally.
Interesting. I thought you were going to say this one.
That was too thick, and yeah, I wasn't. I don't know.
There is a. We didn't discuss the viscosity of this, and there is a viscosity.
Thick.
It is, and it is very. It does make you salivate a lot, like this Sauvignon Blanc or Cabernet Sauvignon.
I like the white better.
It is dry.
We want to do all of the ranks.
What?
We want to do all of the ranks.
We're just gonna we're having a discussion. We're having a debriefing session right now. You like that Sauvignon Blanc the best?
Probably out of all of them.
It's tough for me. I would still say this is very hard. The Pinot Grigio is easily my least favorite. Not that I didn't like it, but it's my least favorite, easily.
Oh, I splooshed on the table.
Jennifer Lynn.
Ugh. At least I didn't do it to freaking super expensive.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
Check our last video about the 35 minute mark. I don't know, maybe later. Who knows? I can't remember.
It's hard because I'm comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said we should compare these two and then these two separately.
Oh, there's that.
Because they are very different.
This is more mellow.
I honestly think, as much as I love Malbecs, I think I might like this cab more. Shoot, I forgot which one was which.
Taste them. Let me taste them. I'll tell you. Which one's thicker?
I think that's the cab. That one's the cab, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's hard to tell on your glasses.
I know. I can't remember if I switched them, but regardless, they both tasted very similar just now. We tried them side by side.
Golly.
But overall speaking, I would say the cab. I did like the cab better than the Malbec, but
who knows?
Who does know?
I know.
Actually, I will know when I'm editing this.
This.
Yeah. So, I will agree 100%. The Sauvignon Blanc was better than the Pinot Grigio.
We should have it off camera, aren't we?
Yeah, oh well. But they're all good. They're all good. They're all worth
for the price.
For the price, they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely outpunt their coverage, as the saying goes. So, boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada swing.
Like and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see.
100%. And also, thank you for making it this far in our video. I
didn't even have to exit for a gas leak.
Again, another callback to the video that came out last Thursday.
I'm surrounded by him and Ruby, my golden retriever. So there's potential on both ends. To be completely honest. So, anyways.
We should start having you wear a gas mask. Anyways, yeah.
At least have one nearby. That'd be funny, kind of funny.
So, thank you again for stopping by Detours. And also, we are going to raise a glass to all of the detours that lead us to our destinations. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Cheers. That's just a little sploosh.
I think that was the bottle.
I don't know.